Good morning, everyone. It is another day of Herpmas. Today is going to be vlog style because we have a new friend coming today. It's so exciting. I cannot wait. And this is the first time I've had an animal shipped, so I'm a little nervous, but I cannot wait. Alright, so I'm temporarily at work now because we have a going away party for one of my coworkers, and then back home to wait for my animal. I really hate the waiting game. It is like 2 o'clock now. FedEx still isn't here with my animal. I don't know when they're coming. I feel like I can't go do things because I need to be watching for FedEx in case they don't like knock or something. I hate this. I hate waiting. I hate it. So I just filmed the herpetology gift guide for Herpmas. Now I am sitting in bed editing it. It says arrive by 4:30, and I hope so because I have to leave for the rink at 5:30. So it's supposed to be here by 4:30. So if it's not here by like 4:15, I'm gonna start trying to chase down this FedEx truck. I kid you not, because I need this animal here and acclimated and in its tank by the time, like in advance, before I have to leave for the skating. I don't want to like throw it in its enclosure and then just leave it. So of course the one day FedEx isn't early. They've been so early all week, like literally here by lunchtime. And of course today, the day I need them to be here, they're not. I just got excited because I heard a big truck pulling down the road. It ended up just being my boyfriend, and now I'm sad again. It's here, it's here, it's freaking here. Let's go get it. Alright, here we go. Hi, little buddy. Hi, you're kind of chilly. Hi. So cute. I am obsessed. Extremely obsessed. I have baby.
Oh, baby. I have a baby. Yes. He's so little.
Like I've said before, I'm really bad at this vlogging thing. Once he got in, I got him settled in his quarantine tank, and then I had to go to the rink all night. So I just got home. It's like 10 o'clock at night. Just checked on him. He's doing great. He's in the water. He is like wide awake. So cute. So I can't wait to give you updates as our journey goes on. I have no idea what I'm gonna name it yet. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. And I have a couple. Here's my problem. I have a couple ideas, but I want to stick to a theme for like turtles and tortoises. And originally I was thinking a pasta theme because I already have a name picked out for a 𝘼𝙪𝙪 and for a flybird turtle. Obviously a long time off in the future, I need to have an education building center, whatever, where I will have the space to have big animals like that and big tanks. But I had to make a plan because I need to know what kind of themed animal names I'm going with. But none of the pasta names really fits an alligator snapping turtle that well. So if you have like name theme ideas that would work really well for turtles and tortoises, let me know in the comments because I need to start thinking about names. So, yep. Alright, just to wrap up the video, I wanted to talk about the turtle a little bit because this kind of came out of the blue for you guys. Not for me at all, but for you guys it came out of the blue. So some of you, I don't know if I actually announced this, but last year, like literally over a year ago now, I was all set to take in an alligator snapping turtle. I think it was like 5 years old. And it ended up falling through. And so I was like, you know, there's one that I want for programs. I love snapping turtles. You guys know I love snapping turtles. I'm not a huge aquatic turtle person, which is funny because that's primarily what I work with are aquatic turtles. So I'm fine working with them at work, but as far as keeping them myself, never really interested except for like the big cool ones. Snapping turtles, matamatas, fly river turtles. Those are the ones I'm interested in. And I legally cannot have a common snapping turtle because they are native to New York. But that's okay because I have 𝙁at the nature center. And I have rehabbed some. So some of you that follow me on Instagram may remember Munchkin from last year. Munchkin was a baby snapping turtle that hatched out in winter. So I had him over winter and then we released him in the spring. And he was so cute, had my heart. But I've always wanted an alligator snapping turtle. You guys know I love the bigger reptiles. That's just where my passion lies. I'm trying to position this a little bit better so I'm not like talking down to you. But I don't want to set up my tripod, so I'm just having you on my bed. So anyway, the only legal way to have a snapping turtle is to get an alligator snapping turtle, which I'm totally fine with. So, and then I was talking to Crosstown Exotics, a traveling bug and reptile amphibian education program. And I often refer to them as kind of like my mentors. Colin is one of the business owners, and I was on the phone with him one night for like 2 hours asking him questions. He was giving me advice. We talked about what animals I wanted for programs, what animals I use for programs, what animals he uses for programs and recommends, which ones are really like the wow factor animals. And he was like, do you have a snapping turtle? And I was like, no, like I really want an alligator snapping turtle. I can't legally have a common snapping turtle, but like I want an alligator snapping turtle. And he was like, you absolutely need an alligator snapping turtle. If you're going to be doing education programs, you need to have an alligator snapping turtle. You can't not. You have to have one. And I was like, I know I really want one, but like that was just like confirming my want right there. So thank you, Colin. So he pointed me in the direction of Loggerhead Acres, which is where I got mine from. So he sends them out as hatchlings, and that's why I have it right now, because Colin was like, you know, he sends them out as hatchlings. They're not very big. I know you live with your parents. You're looking for a house right now. So in the meantime, while you're living with them, and this is why I haven't started my own business yet, is because I am living with my parents. So it's very hard to transport animals in and out of my bedroom. There's not a lot of room in here for packing animals up. I do it occasionally for work. I do bring my animals and do programs at the nature center, but to go off and do my own thing, not yet. Not until I have my own business space where I can just do what I need to do. So he was saying, you know, in the meantime, while I'm held up with that, this is the time to be working with a baby snapper and growing one up. So he said, you know, he sends you hatchlings, so get one now so that when you start your business, it'll already be a little bit bigger, because it's going to be a couple of years before it's going to be big enough for me to use for programs. So, and then he's like, you know, I told him, like, I kind of wanted to wait and adopt one that was already a little bigger. And he was like, no, you want to do hatchlings so that you can handle them right from the get-go, which totally makes sense. Because if you're dealing with an animal like that can do some damage, you want to make sure that they are very well handled, so that you have better odds of having a good temperament for that animal. So starting out early, raising it up as an education animal so that it's not like already old coming into this new lifestyle. You know, it will be raised up as an education animal with constant handling. So he highly recommended that. So I've been thinking about it. I've been waiting on it. You know, we're looking at houses right now. So it was going to happen soon. But then I saw the announcement that they are discussing making alligator snapping turtles an endangered species, like nationwide. So I don't know what's happening with that or the latest with that, but I was like, you know, I don't know how that's going to affect them in the pet trade. So if I'm gonna get one, I should probably do it right now, because we're going into winter, and it's getting about to the low temperatures where John will not ship the turtles. So I figured, you know, while we have this last little warm front before months and months of endless winter and snow, I should probably get one and start that process. So I did it. First thing on my Christmas wish list to my parents was not even the snapping turtle. It was just permission to set up a tank in their house. And permission was granted. So here we are. I have an alligator snapping turtle. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I do have plans as an adult. John does have a program. Part of the reason John was recommended was because he does have a take back program where if for some reason you can't take care of the alligator snapping turtle anymore, you can send it back to him. So, you know, for example, for education animals, once it gets too big to, you know, bring around to programs, then you can send it back and start over. However, you guys know I have very strong, I don't want to say attachment issues. I don't really see it as an issue, but I get very attached to things. So all my animals I'm very attached to. I would have a hard time rehoming any of them, especially if I had an animal as long as I would have an alligator snapping turtle before it would get to the point where I'd have to send it back because it's too big. So I would not be able to part with it. So I did already think about a plan for when it's humongous. You know, I'm not going into this getting a cute little baby, not thinking about the future. I always think about the future. What will this animal need as an adult? So the plan is if I have an education center, which is the plan, or at least a business area, maybe not for the public to come into, but for me to work out of and to house my animals in, because I want to have a variety of species, but I do want to have the space to provide zoo-worthy enclosures. Maybe not like zoo level, but you know, as best as I can do. You know, I don't want to cramp my animals for the sake of having a variety for educational purposes. So if I can rent out a space, have a business space where I can set up the animals, it'd be nice to have it open to the public, but even if it's just a business space for myself and my animals, then, you know, that works too. But that's the plan, is to have a space where I can build a big area for the snapping turtle, which is why I would want it to be open to the public, so that once he's big enough that maybe I can't bring him around to programs, that people can still come and see him and learn about him or her. So that is the plan. So anyway, I am extremely tired and I have to work in the morning, so I'm going to call this one a wrap. That is the big exciting Herpmas news. So now that we've announced the new animal, it's back to enclosure upgrades. Alright, so thank you guys for hanging out with me, listening to me jam around about the snapping turtle. I'm just super excited. So, as always, thank you guys for watching, and see you for the next Herpmas video. Bye!